Let them box.
I got hit. Down in there somewhere, I think.
I hit her. She's behind this.
Oh. Aggro on the forest. There, I hear it. Gonna be coming right in front. Yep, there's that aggro over there. Assist! That was glorious, dude. I'm on the bridge. I don't want to go much further, I don't think, right? Or are they far away? Coming. Watch out, Flash. Got him. Very good Flash.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to Hunt. Hope you guys have been enjoying your holiday festivities. I've been spending my time in quarantine in the Bayou with the winter event, working my way towards the new legendary Devil's Advocate. There will be 2 matches in this video. One you see right now is solo versus trios, and the second one was a wild night fight on DeSalle. It had quite a bit of filth in it, a couple of sexy plays that are probably worth sticking around for. So, running the Specter shotgun and slugs, Caldwell conversion dualies as my backup with FMJ here. Fairly try-hard loadout. Pretty close to the meta for someone who wants to get up close and personal in the 6-star MMR range. Of course, long ammo is still king, but kind of hard to push compounds and boss layers solo versus trios with a bolt-action rifle. So, need a bit more punch for when people try to rush and swarm you, and they will once they know you're alone. This is a very powerful CQC loadout. Slugs are infinitely better, or more reliable, I should say, than buckshot or penny shot, and increase that all-important one-tap potential at range. Basic crux of it is, if you don't drop someone with your first or second shot in trios, the likelihood that you win that fight drops way down, especially if you're up against competent opponents. So, slugs make it so I don't have to rely on RNG spread. If I hit center mass within 20 or so meters, people are gonna drop, and that's what we want. I've been playing this game for a while. I know where spawns are, even on the new map, and this is a somewhat common occurrence here, that 2 teams spawn at Fort Bolden right next to each other. So the very first thing I'm going to do is clear that spawn and make sure I don't have a trio breathing down my neck. Didn't hear anything at the start, but I just heard steps. And so I know a team spawned there, and it's probably a team of 3. So immediately realize I'm in a bad position. Let's reset, find a better place to engage. They know I'm here, they've heard me sprinting, they're gonna come after me, because they want to fight. Dual pistols are a blight on this game. Honestly, they need some changes. I'm going to make a video about them specifically soon. I'm never going to feel bad about using them, especially if I'm deliberately putting myself up against full teams that are in my MMR range. Like, the deck's already stacked against me here. I need firepower, and conversion pistols provide that in spades. But I hear her approaching. Three shots, 3 hits, 1 kill at 30 meters. Look how tiny that reticle is, dude. It's insanely accurate for hip fire, and it's FMJ, so not only does it penetrate walls and cover super well, it retains its damage better over range too. But notice how I position myself there up against that cliff with cover directly to my right. That is the right peek advantage. If you have cover on your right side and peek from behind it, your body will be obscured for longer than if that same cover was on your left. Gave me a big advantage in that fight. meant I got the first shot, and once I aim punched her, it was over. She was dead. Unless I got unlucky with RNG, but like I said, hip fire with these is pretty crazy. So after that kill, the natural thing an experienced player will want to do is rotate wide and get an angle on the last known position of the shooter. They aren't going to come down that same open road where Sophia was just murdered. They'll likely come from the fort side or through these rocks right here. Which means I want to move to a location where I can punish their attempt at flanking me. Don't want to stick in the same spot. So I hear him. He's going towards fort. He's coming around. He's basically going to a spot where he has overwatch on the location I just fired from. He's very close. I think that's a poisoned hand crossbow. That's his backup. Okay, so my positioning there was dangerous. I could have been punished for it if he had a shotgun as well, but I wanted to take that fight on my terms, and that meant limiting line of sight and being in a position where they would, if they were able to fire at me, would always be in shotgun or dual pistol range. And by putting myself at the bottom of that cliff, yes, he'll have the height advantage, and if he had a shotgun there, I could have just straight up died. But that's Hunt. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. There's no reason to take a fight out in the open and push them super aggressively when there's just not that much cover. I had a feeling that they would flank around, they would present themselves as a juicy target within slug range, and that's exactly what happened. Then, after I killed that first guy, he hit me with a Vetterli, I believe, popped a flash over the top, blinded the Phantom, pushed him with slugs, and got him with the second shot. So just checking their ammo types, he had buckshot on his Specter, other guy had Vetterli and I think poison crossbow. First guy I killed had a Lebel, and that's exactly why I didn't want to take a fight out on the open road. Lebel would have just murdered me, and if they were a team of 3 long ammo boys, it would have been a very short fight had I done so. Nothing really crazy there in terms of movement or aggression from me, just really about positioning. And having the right tools for the job, I guess you could say. There are only 4 boss compounds in this area of the map that could potentially have the boss, and indeed the Butcher spawned at Fort Bolden. So, I'll take it. There's a trio wiped here. I don't know how many more trios are left. But I should be able to take Butcher before any other teams roll in. And so that is exactly what I am going to do. Obviously want to clear it. Hit E, make sure it flashes white. So there's no teams nearby. But generally, there won't be 3 sets of teams that spawn in a single corner of the map. It doesn't happen too often. So feeling fairly safe to take this. And I actually looted a sticky bomb, which makes things real easy. I mean, that's actually a perfect loot in this situation. That's pretty lucky, because obviously the longer it takes me to kill boss, the more exposed I'm going to be, the more dangerous the situation is. But having a sticky bomb mitigates some of those issues. Exposed for much less time when you can kill a boss that quickly. Until the fire burns out, pick up some presents. Merry Christmas, Mother Truckers. And I have no intention of picking up. This bounty's worth very little, and I want the other one. And I want to kill more people, so we'll be heading north. Scrappy banished, and it's all the way across the map at King Snake Mine. So we'll begin the long trek northwards to hopefully kill some more homies and deal with all the AI pitfalls that accompany it in Hunt. A newer player might wonder why you'd abandon the bounty like that, especially with an extract nearby. Usually when newer players banish a boss, they sit there, they defend it, they take it, they extract. There are a couple reasons. One, there were only 4 potential locations for the boss to spawn in that area of the map, and that means that that bounty will be worth very little. Actually, the least it could possibly be worth. Basically, the more potential locations, the higher the bounty will be, because you have to work harder to get there, and you'll potentially have to fight more teams to get it. The other reason is that I don't want to advertise where I am. Sure, you get 5 seconds of dark sight, which basically gives you wall hacks, which is nice to an extent, but it also lets everyone else on the map know where I am and makes me a big-ass target. So as a solo player, I don't want to be giving my opponents that much information. I can now approach across the entire length of DeSalle without anybody knowing who I am, where I am, or what I'm doing, as long as I'm not hitting sound traps. And stealth is the key. So they're gonna be very surprised when I roll in, because it's another trio waiting for me, and we'll see how it goes. King Snake Mine is a relatively difficult compound to assault, in my opinion. There are a decent amount of ways in, but many of them are heavily fortified and make a lot of noise on the approach. And it's true for pretty much any compound. Most compounds in the game, you'd like to have a shotgun if you're going to breach and clear. I mean, having CQC weapons when you're in a CQC scenario is important, I guess you could say. But they picked up, and the nice thing about being a solo is that once they use Darksight, they'll be like, oh, this idiot's attacking by himself. Let's just go out and fight him. Most teams aren't going to want to camp in that situation.
Where are you going, lady?
What you say?
She's right behind you right here.
So he just screwed up, and I screwed up. I let my blood get up because I heard him talk crap on chat, and I was like, I got the double kill, and I didn't hear any other set of footsteps. I only heard the 2 running out. So I thought it was a duo, and I thought I was cleared to go pick it up. I got tagged by a Mos and Obras. And I probably should have died there, because I ran out in the open. It was a big mistake on my part, and it was a bigger mistake on his part to not punish me. But I had 2 quick kills, one on the Cane, one on the Plague Doctor who was talking a little bit of smack. And he's holding that angle, but look what I do here. Throw a dynamite. 1, if he's in range, I might get the kill. So that'd be awesome if that happened. Unlikely, cool. What it did do is provide a smoke screen for me to pick up that bounty. And that was the more important thing. Now I have dark sight. Now I know exactly where he's peeking, where he's holding the angle. Gonna toss a choke bomb to get rid of that poison bomb that was thrown at me earlier. It's just kind of constricting my movement, and I'd rather cough than be poisoned and take damage. Not ideal either way, but if I have to choose, I'd rather deal with a choke bomb. And that is why dual conversion FMJ is stupid. it's a little bit busted. I'm not gonna lie. They're fun. They're great. They're awesome. But they're a little bit busted. There's just so much firepower. And a way too much accuracy for what they're able to do at 40, 45, even 50 meters. You can keep getting tags and kill people through walls. He wasn't 40 meters away, he was more like 25, maybe 30. Let's say 25. But I got him through a wall, and it only took 2 shots. For pistols that cost 25 bucks a pop, and what, 75 for FMJ, it's too cheap for how much damage and firepower you can unleash. But again, I was very much outnumbered, outgunned, and I just wiped 2 trios, so I'll take it. Interesting game there. If it does anything, it proves the power of dualies and slugs. I'll say that. There's a reason these are considered meta picks at the moment, at least for shotguns. Again, you'll typically see more Mosin's, Lebels, sniper rifles just because they're safer, and because shotguns, especially as a solo, you're relying a lot on not trading. Like, you need some help from the Crytek gods to not trade. There are some pretty big issues with trade windows at the moment, and it really kind of screws over solo players, because if you go down, your game's over. If a guy who's in a trio trades with you, he can get picked up. But Slug's good, Julie's good, positioning and decision making there overall was solid, and it was a fun one. So let's shift on over to a night fight at Seven Sisters and see what that one's all about, huh? Oh my god! He's using filters, he's hacking! No, wait! He's doing something called basic editing in Premiere Pro so you guys can see a goddamn thing. Yeah. Alright. We got a fight at Seven Sisters. Scary sounding weapon. He just got meleeed. My teammate's dead. He had a Crown and King, he just got knifed. Going for the cheeky quickscope. I know there's a player in there who probably has his Crown and King now, so I'm not pushing in there. I've got a sniper rifle. We're gonna use it. I lied. I am gonna push. Not yet, though. So this is a multi-team fight at the moment. I'm not sure if it's 2 enemy teams or 3, but there's a bunch of people here. I think it's 2 enemy teams. So 6 players. That window's open, and they have already taken a couple pot shots from it, while my teammate tries to frag from the other side. Getting our homie up is going to be pretty difficult. I don't believe either of us have Necromancer, and even if we did, that would not be a safe res. That's a pure filth shot right there. That's just sexual. And it almost got even more sexual. And you might think, oh, he's hacking, bro. How do you know he was there? Well, I saw the window close. And you're not going to close that window and then stand still at the windowsill. You're going to close the window and then run away. And so I basically wallbanged where I approximated he might be. Bit of luck, a lot of experience. I'll take it. A lot of luck, bit of experience maybe is a better way to put it.
There's 3, one's in the house, one's northeast, one's southeast.
Sad I didn't get the guy in the cornfield,
Thanks.
though. Probably should have, honestly. That was a much easier play than the one I just made right before
Yep,
it.
in the house.
What the hell's the point of throwing axes, honestly? Honestly, unironically, what in the world is the point of throwing axes? That would have been one of the sickest plays, dude. And I'm just throwing axed him in the chest from point blank. Like, it has no velocity. It drops like a rock when you throw it. How is that not a kill? A tomahawk kill after all the things I just did in the last minute would have been insane. I was really salty about that. So he just got the res. I picked up a Specter because I need to fight point blank now. No point using the sparks inside the compound. He's down below me now. Getting flanked on both sides. Easy one tap. That was the guy who'd already been res, so he was already down bars. Now the other guy who's alive is the one I shot in the cornfield. The sparks put down to 1 HP and couldn't kill him with the uppercut shot to finish him off. Hoping that won't come back to bite me. Steal a bit of dark sight back. This dude is sneaky. I tagged him with that Hellfire. I did get a hit marker. I might have been washed out by the lighting changes I've made in Premiere Pro. But I did hit him with it. It's also set my teammates on fire, but that should give me enough time to res at least one of them. I couldn't believe he made that play. I could not believe that he did that. He knew I was holding that angle with a shotgun, and he still crouch walked up the stairs. So my bad for not hearing it, because watching it back, I heard his footsteps the second time, but like that's, I don't know that that's a smart play. Like if you're gonna push those stairs, you need to rush them. But it worked, and he killed my teammate when I rezzed. So well played to him. This guy's been a nightmare to deal with. My teammates are down crazy bars at this point, and they're hurting bad. I'm the only one who's not died on my team. But everybody's died except for the dude who just killed my homies and me. So, everybody's down bars. Just got red skulled. So he's died 4 times, at least. Having a rough go of it. And pretty soon here, I'm just gonna say, I don't want to be here anymore. It's been a super fun fight, but this guy's a Crowning King, and we can't seem to get it back. I'm running out of shotgun shells, and we've got a bounty. Sometimes you just need to know when to cut your losses. I'll tell my friend to res him while I cover the angle. And yeah, I'm basically gonna tell my teammates, I'm gone. This is too brutal. Stop killing my friends! That'll be the last kill of the match. We're gonna get them up. We'll run to extract with one of the bounties, because they'll jack the other one. And everyone will live. It'll be a nice, peaceful resolution to what was a brutal, bloody, and violent affair. If you've never played a hardcore shooter like Hunt before, I can definitely recommend this game. It does take some getting used to. It is, as I said, brutal. There's a big learning curve for it, but I think the myriad of videos I've uploaded should attest to the fact that it is a very solid experience. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one.